Welcome to A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host, Monique Robinson, where we highlight, celebrate, and recognize students from all over the country who are doing great things in the classroom, community, and athletics. Every student deserves an opportunity for hope and a future. So let's celebrate our students, the next generation of teachers, engineers, entrepreneurs, and future leaders. Join us on another incredible segment of A Better Chance for Youth show with your host, Monique Robinson.
Hello, and welcome. I know we've been kind of like AWOL because y'all do know that May is my birthday month. Yes, the entire month is my birthday. So, no, just kidding. But my birthday was May 1st, and every week it has been a blessing. But before we get started with our show today, I must say a time was had at this year's Sneaker Ball, and I do appreciate everyone, CHG, our sponsors, and everyone who pitched in to help, Miss Pisha, Mr. Vet, Noble Lounge for allowing us, my partner in crime, Mr. Leon Fry of Grambling State University. Yes, he bleeds GSU. But most important, thank my friend, my mentor, my colleague from Cleveland that came down and helped with everything. It started out as like one night event, and actually it was like Thursday to Sunday event, and I was tired, but it was worth it. So a time was had. So if you donated, did anything for the Sneaker Ball, we truly appreciate you. Now we do have our annual, and this is like my favorite event. Y'all already know, so I'm about to blast it on every platform. We do have coming up our annual, goodness, I got so excited, I forgot. Our annual HBCU send-off. And that is one of my favorite events because we get to celebrate our scholars. Our scholars get to meet the alum get to meet current students, and it shows that HBCU bond. So I had to give y'all some touch points and things that excite me and that I'm excited about before we start today's show. So I believe I met this guest in Cleveland. I'm not sure, but when he comes on, he'll probably let us know where I actually met or something. I want to say it was in Cleveland though. And this year I got the opportunity to go to the college fair in Cleveland, Ohio, which will be in November. And I truly hope that if you are in that area or driving distance, a time was had there as well. So please keep that on your radar. Right now, everybody's in send-off mode, and I will share those dates and things in the newsletter or on the page if you haven't already. It's something to go to and something to experience. So my guest today is funny because I meet the most unique people with the best amazing jobs. Now, I don't know much about sports recruiting. However, my guest that's coming on today is a guru. So I had to reach out a back call because I truly do not understand a lot about how the sports work, but I do understand the academic side. So sometimes, my friends help me out, and we both together make it work for our scholars. So I am going to bring my guest on today that I am extremely excited that he is here to join us. Most people call him Coach C, but, I'm going to let him introduce himself. Hey, friend, how are you?
Well, hello, how you doing? Good. So that is a G right there. I don't know what kind of glasses you got on, but
my glasses, they decoration. I would tell anybody that. Don't trust me driving at night because I don't. And it is a G. I'm my bad because I thought the name was.
It is. It's Coach G. My name is Jermaine Kusar. So you can see why you saw the C because the C and the G. Yeah.
You talking about my glasses.
I'm the program director and president of HBCU Bound Athletics, And what that is it's a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping high school athletes who are minorities, female, and anyone who's at a financial disadvantage with the college recruitment process. And in return, we actually they at least consider going to a historically Black college or university. They don't have to go, but we at least want them to at least go on a visit, experience the culture, the atmosphere, and what it's like to be on an HBCU campus.
Wow.
So that's HBCU Bound Athletics. Coach G.
Love it. Like, I didn't know it was all that. Like, now, did I meet you at the Cleveland College Fair?
No, we actually met at the Boom Boom Room. It's one of them strip clubs in Texas. We were just bumping on this joke. I'm just joking. We met at the college fair last November in Ohio.
See, I was gonna say I know I went at I don't go to these places. This is a Christian channel. It is for real.
Praise the Lord.
Mess. So I have a couple of questions. Like, what is the criteria to be accepted in the program that you run? Like, what is the criteria for that?
So the criteria is, one, you got to be an athlete. Well, we would like for you to be an athlete. Be in your junior or senior year. For some reason, when I try to reach out to freshmen and sophomore, majority of the parents, they try to say they got it. But I was like, okay, I just plant the seed and I move on. I wait till their junior, senior year. So be in your junior, senior year, and just be interested in and want to be interested in having that talk about attending the HBCU. Oh, and there is for track. Well, each sport is different. The basketball, anything you did that needs video, like basketball, football, volleyball, soccer, anything that has video, we actually get it evaluated. And then we'll tell you, and because some people, even though it's HBCU bound athletics, some people aren't good enough to go to an HBCU, but that doesn't mean we're not going to help them. So we'll tell them hey, look, based off our findings, you're Division I, you're Division II, you're D3, you're NAIA or something like that. With your grades, you probably want to go JUCO and stuff like that. So we give them a thorough evaluation and just tell them exactly where they fit in, no matter what their parents think.
I love your transparency because I will tell anybody, if it's not my lane, it's not my lane.
Right.
I am not a sports recruiter, but I do know if a school is going to be interested in you, they knocking your door down.
Well, so there was this saying, especially when I was in high school, they were saying if you're good, they'll find you. And if
I said it wrong. I was close.
Yeah, you're right. If you 5 and 6 star, yeah. But there are some D1 caliber athletes that get overlooked. And we try to help bridge that because that's not true anymore if you're good, they find you, because there's too many good athletes. So some will get overlooked. But those D1, those cream of the crop, yeah, they stick out like a sore thumb. But what about those average Division I or Division II players? I mean, that could, somebody said to me the other day, like D1 is now, D2 is the new D1, and Division I is more like professional because you got to be almost a professional athlete already to even go D1. So it's hard out there, and a lot of people don't understand the game and how to get to where you need to get to. So we try to bridge that gap for them. But track and field, swimming, golf are the hardest but easiest.
Because it's not that many, or
no, well, it's numbers. Okay. You can't hide on the numbers. If you like in golf, if you don't swing at 85, you're not going. If you don't swing at 80, you're not going. If you're 90, 91, you're not going D1. You're not going. They probably want you at 79 now. But swimming, same thing. If you're not coming out of college 23s in the open or something, 22s or some crazy like that, you're not going. You're not going D1. You're not going D1. Now, if you do 25 in the 50 freestyle, there's probably a D3 school that can take you or something like that. Even 29, as long as you got a good GPA. So just learning how to navigate and put that put those two together is what was kind of how we do it and stuff like that. So in track and field, oh my God, people swear up and down 10-9 is D1 or 10-8. My kid run at 10-7. He's not D1.
Well, I mean, and that I want to ask you that, but I was going to try to wait till a little bit later because you keep mentioning that people think their kids are up here, and in reality, it's
not. especially, let's do track and field an example. Track and field is the only sport you can come in dead last and still get a scholarship
Oh wow.
because it's not based on first, second, or third. It's based on the time. So
Okay.
if you you can like just at the MEAC championships, I was there 2 weeks ago. The guy that came in eighth place, I think ran like a 10-2 or something like that, or maybe fourth place came in like a 10-2. That's flying. But the guy who won it ran a 10:05 and qualified for the Olympics. So
It's a big difference.
yeah,
So
so
you
he's
wasting
10-2
time.
flying. He's dead last. And then the state championship, well, high schools are different. So you can go D2, D3, and there's a lot of opportunity out there for you because, again, track and field, that's the only sport where when you go to a track meet, it's not just all D3. You can be at a D3 school, or you can even be at a JUCO and run against a Division I school, as long as you're fast enough to be at that track meet. So
To
that's one
qualify.
thing.
You have to qualify. Yes, that
So
makes sense.
basketball is just that's more boys. Look, you can have your video. You can sit in front of 10 coaches. 9 of them think you suck, but one of them think they're the best thing they ever saw, and they want to recruit you. But you don't want to go to that school. So why? If they're the object is to get to and through college as debt free as possible. So you got
Right.
to go where you want it, and not go where you want to go. Especially if you're trying to get free money.
And see, I wish it was a pause button and you could just say that like 3 times because I know, like I literally tell people that
Yeah.
because I mean you see it, I see it very little because like I stress academics because to me I'm like, what happens if your leg break? What happens
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
I think like that. And I know I probably shouldn't, but
Okay.
that's how I tell kids. And I do have some athletes. Like I have one kid that about a couple years ago, I hope they're not watching because his mom probably know I'm talking about him. He was a musician, but he wanted to play sports. And I'm like, dude, get your foot in the door and then flip it.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of people that just, they don't put the foot down. Like my parents, they was like, school, what they say, boots or school.
Right.
I'm not cut for the military, and I'm not about to be doing all that. So school it was.
Yeah. So we actually harp on academics as well, especially these day and age, because what if you do get hurt? So do you have a 3.0? So I tell any kid who's got a 2.5 or lower, why don't you go to a JUCO and boost your GPA up and then transfer to college? So that way, well, football is a little bit different. Basketball is a little bit different because at the D1 level, at the D2 level, they can mix and match their scholarship money with athletics and academics. But at D1, especially a head count sport, it's all or nothing. You either walk on or you got a full ride scholarship. And a full ride scholarship is room and board, tuition, books, and a meal plan. So yeah, so and some schools can take those 4 parts and get 4 athletes with it. Pay one's room and board, pay one's tuition, give somebody a book and somebody a meal plan. These would be like more the walk-on type of kids, but especially if it's not a head count sport, if it's NAIA or if it's a Division II sport. So that's why I say get, no matter what it is, at Division I, Division II, Division III, NAIA, JUCO, if you got a good GPA, there's free money out there for you. So
yeah, look, I everything you're saying, I tell because I have a mentor group. We really didn't do too much this year because they got a lot of them start getting their awards early because I make them start early. So I kind of like, sorry guys, but I am proud of y'all that y'all did, secure the bag.
Secure the bag. That's what it's all about. Get to and through college as debt free as possible.
Yeah, but the ones that didn't listen and my current rising seniors, because some people are like, well, she don't know, she didn't play sports. No, I didn't play sports, but I've been at this a long time.
Right. You don't have to play sports to get the money. You got just know where the money is. You don't have to be an athlete to know that. Right.
And it's some that get sold because here, like, I don't know if you experienced that where you are, because you pretty much are everywhere like me. I'm based out of San Antonio, Texas, but however, I go everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But here in San Antonio, a lot of people, they want their kids to go to some of the Texas schools. No disrespect to the PWIs here, but if your son can barely catch the football,
Right. Yeah. He ain't
get
well.
him.
He ain't going to HBCU either. So, so,
See, I was
so
trying to be nice, but I'm just saying.
here's the also thing, and I don't. Once I learn something, I can't unlearn it. So
Okay,
most people don't know that there's money involved with winning.
true.
So like if say like if your school wins like the conference or whatever, the state has money that they need to give you. So if more good athletes started going to HBCUs and they start winning, then that's more money they're gonna get from the state, even though they have been hoodwinked already. And so, but if you start beating and they start beating the PWIs like what FAMU is now doing, what North Carolina A&T is doing, what Hampton's doing, and coming along in Howard to some that I can speak of, Howard as well. You know, they started winning, and I hate to say, I know. Because let me see, I know academics is important. It's very
Yeah,
important. But
it
don't
is.
know kids want to go when the team is sorry. So
That's
if the
true
team
too.
is winning, they get more money, they put more to it, they make it look nice, more kids to come. And that's why I said that's why I named those schools, because when they started winning, enrollment rose. So
It
my
did.
goal is to get more good athletes to go to HBCU so they can increase enrollment.
It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. So look, we had to take a very probably about a couple minute break.
Okay.
I am enjoying the conversation, but I do have a couple more questions. So after this very short break, I am going to come back and ask you these questions because as you talk, I'm learning. You taking me to school too.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right.
Are you interested in attending an historically black college or university? Hello, my name is Robert Mason. I'm president and founder of the Common Black College application. Our application allows students to apply to over 50 historically black colleges and universities at the same time for only $20. HBCU graduates have been some of the most renowned individuals in their respective fields since the late 1800s. In addition to that, our faculty and staff are truly committed to your success, and they have a vested interest in seeing that you do well. That, coupled with the academic rigor and the fact that you will establish lifelong relationships, are just some of the many benefits of your attending an historically black college or university. So if you're interested in completing the Common Black College app, visit our website at commonblackcollegeapp.com to apply now. Thank you, and get educated.
Welcome back. Yes, get educated. If you are a junior, I would say take advantage of that application because right now I believe he has 68 schools, $20. Those application fees can add up. So I'm sitting here with Coach G, not Coach C. I was
Well,
thinking last.
technically, it is Coach C because my last name starts with a C. So technically, you was right. I probably should go by Coach C since there's so many Coach G's. I'm thinking I might change my name.
It's a bunch of Coach C, Coach G's. I know a whole bunch of Coach G's. Be Coach C. Be different.
I might change it. I'm gonna be my whole last name, Coach Kusar, because
Okay,
ain't nobody got that. Well,
they don't because
no,
I mess it up, so I don't even try this out. So I was like, oh, you're gonna have to give me abbreviated version because I'm just. So before we went to break, we were talking about parents and how they see their scholars, and sometimes I have to have a come to Jesus meeting with parents and really uncomfortable, or as you can say, a crucial conversation with some parents. Now, this is from an academic standpoint, so I can only imagine, like how can I ask this? How do you conversate with parents in telling them, like, hey, this is what your child needs. Your child is here. They need to be here. And they telling you, like, little Johnny is the star player and he's been on varsity since he was 2.
well,
It exists, though. It exists.
so so are you talking to parents that are receptive to what I'm saying, or parents that aren't receptive? Because the parents that are receptive, like when I get those evals and because I send out to like 4 D1 coaches, a couple of D2 coaches. I don't send it out to D3 coaches. So I send it out to D1, D2 coaches, and then I get their feedback. And then I let the parents read it. And then I let them see, well, not where the school's from, but like the coach's initials or something like that. So they can see that it's not from me. It's actually from a college coach. So I have that relationship with a bunch of college coaches, especially with basketball and football. Hey, what do you think of this kid? What does he need to work on? And I take that and I show it to the parents. Say, hey, look, you think your baby is this, and he's not. This is what he needs to work on. This is where he is. Especially, so that's what I do with parents that are receptive. With parents that aren't receptive, I leave them alone. I ain't got time to be arguing with fools.
Hey, it is what it is. You pretty much like me. It's like, look, I on to the next one. I'm not about to argue with you about what I know. I've been doing this for years. Not that I'm cocky. I don't want people to think that, I'm very humble, but I'm not about to argue, and I'm trying to help you at the same time. So,
I give them the information. No, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do. Okay, well, you're not gonna do it with me,
right?
So,
and I commend you for taking on that, because that has been my hardest challenge, is placing athletes, because like you said, they unique people. Like you can.
Now, the hardest part is when it's the kid that wants it and the parent is like, nah, we ain't gonna do it, and I'm like.
Oh wow! I didn't think of it from that aspect. That would be a challenge.
The parents like, hey, I want to beat him. No, we ain't, because he can't do this. He ain't gonna be able to get you that. I don't guarantee nothing. And there are programs out there that guarantee. It's an NCAA violation to guarantee anything.
Oh, I learned something new.
Yeah, we guarantee you get a scholarship. You can't even say that. I can pull it up. And well, when you start applying for your certification through the NCAA to be a certified scouting organization or whatever, they say it. You cannot say guarantee. You cannot guarantee anything.
Wow, because that's like a contract, I guess. Right. I mean, from a legal standpoint, I can see that.
Yeah, I don't say guarantee, but I can say I've never had a kid not get a scholarship.
Okay, so we got the same numbers. My stats.
Whether they take it or not, that's on them. Like, coach, we don't want to go to different college. Well, they offering you, academic money to go. I know, but I want to go to Carolina. Okay, see you.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. And I didn't even ask you, did you attend the HBCU?
Yes, I did.
I'm sorry, I didn't ask. That's usually like one of the first questions. My bad.
Can I get an Aggie pride? I'm sorry. So
are you serious?
I went to North Carolina A&T, North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, 1601 East Market Street in Greensboro, North Carolina, 27401 or 06, depending on what side of the school you want to get your mail sent to. I graduated with a degree in sports science and fitness management with a minor in business marketing and entrepreneurial studies. And I started my master's in biomechanics.
Wow. I guess I should have known it was something.
I mean, that's the best university anyone can ever graduate from. I mean, I can't imagine, well, let me see, what's a close second? A&T is probably a close second, and then probably third, probably go to North Carolina A&T. So those are 3 schools that probably you can go to. No, I'm just joking.
I'm like, that's the same thing.
Well, yeah.
I'm like, I'm not that sleepy. That's the same thing.
I'm a big Aggie, but over the years, I've developed relationships with HBCUs across the country. You know what I mean? Mississippi Valley State knows who I am. Grambling knows who I am. Southern knows who I am. FAMU knows who I am. Bethune-Cookman knows who I am. North Carolina State, Alabama State knows who I am. Morgan. I'm trying to think of there may be one out there that I really haven't had a conversation with, but I can't. Paul Quinn, Mississippi Valley State.
Good. I mean that's amazing work that you do. My thing, and I know is I'm so biased, and I do love sports. I love sports a lot. But I really didn't start watching sports on TV until I started seeing HBCU. Like College Day, I'm like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna watch it. I don't see my schools on there.
In a couple of years, you're gonna see the track and field takeover. So that's all you're gonna see that.
I do follow track and field, and I have seen that. I also seen the takeover in gymnastics. We have a girl from here. She actually graduated high school last year. She was like one of the highlighted scholars at the send-off, and she is on that amazing gymnastics team.
Was that from Fisk or Xavier? Morgan State?
Yes, she's at Morgan State. And she just got home last weekend. She was like, "It's amazing." I was like, "Girl, it's nothing like it." They go back in the fall.
Can't wait. Wait to see it. There's one school. I can't remember what HBCU is. They got equestrian. And I'm trying to figure out which HB is. I want to say the University of District of Columbia or Howard or something. I can't remember where it is, but they got equestrian. And I had to Google that.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we're the takeover, but track and field is next. We got I don't the MEAC conference in itself. I don't know about this. I can't speak for the CIW. I mean not CIW, but the SWAC, which I'm pretty sure they got a lot. But the MEAC has 58 athletes that have qualified to go to regionals to get ready for nationals, for the NCAA nationals.
That's gonna be good.
And there's only 8 schools in the MEAC now, so that's pretty awesome.
That's really good. Like that, I've noticed a uptick in HBCU sports. And so when I looked up and did like research, because I mean, I'm not a stalker or nothing like that, but I like to know who I'm talking to and make sure that whatever they do is what they do. So I was like, okay, wow, he do this too. Yeah. And like, that's needed because, you know, some people don't know how to navigate correctly. And like I had a situation this weekend, like I was telling you before we came on, where a parent, he is, you know, concerned. Well, the HBCUs aren't calling me directly. I'm like, they're not.
Why the parents are why they ain't calling me? Because you ain't playing. And I get it if it's your daughter or something like that, you want to, but the relationship is between that coach and the athlete. That baby turns 18 anyway, ain't nothing you can do about it. And they getting ready to turn 18. So parents, we gotta learn how to let go. Matter of fact, we gotta learn how to let go. I mean, now when it comes to talking to scholarships and putting it on the table, like, all right, this is what we want to offer. Then you want to get mom and dad involved. You want to talk about their FAFSA and stuff like that, and find out what that good Lord, what that number is, and so you can see what money you're gonna get from there and stuff like that. But for the most part, initial talking and having a conversation, developing a relationship, that's between the athlete and the coach. But I get how some parents are with the different giants and stuff out there. You want to be involved, but you don't need to be involved. You need involved. The high school coach don't need to be involved because they're the biggest blockers anyway. Because all they're trying to do is get to college the next way. And they're trying to keep you from talking to this school, talk to that school because they know them and stuff like that. So I go around all of them. I don't need you. I go straight to the athlete.
Which is good. I mean, which is good. Now, what is the best way? Like, how can somebody get in touch with you if they are interested in obtaining your services? Because I encounter a lot of athletes. I do. Now, I talk to mostly people in admissions, and I help on that end. Like, I help them get their paperwork together. I mentor to them what to expect. Because, I mean, where I'm from, I don't know about up there, but here in Texas, it'll be a culture shock for most people when they step foot on the HBCU campus. Because in San Antonio, it's not, I mean, you already know what I'm about.
They're going to lose their doggone mind when they step on campus, like, oh my God. So on all platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, is HBCU Bound Athletics. If you type that in either one of those, we're gonna pull up. And we also have a website. It's hbcuboundathletics.com. www.hbcuboundathletics.com. If you go on the website and click on the hamburger, there's a contact. You click that contact form out and you fill it out, and I'll get it automatically. And I have all the information. The only thing I don't have on there is your NCAA eligibility number. And most people don't even know that they need that to play in college. And I kind of talk them through how to get that and what to do with that. But Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook is hbcuboundathletics.com. It's HBCU Bound Athletics. And then the website, hbcuboundathletics.com.
Awesome. Okay, so you have, educated me in this short period of time on so many things, and I didn't know you needed the eligibility numbers. You talk
Yeah,
to me.
most people don't. I don't know how they don't, but yeah, they get this. There's a kid right now, as a senior graduating. He didn't have his eligibility number. He didn't have his FAFSA. He didn't have his FAFSA filled out. He hadn't applied to any schools. And I'm like, what you waiting on? He said, I thought my coach was going to do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, what would you suggest? Like, I mean, I tell kids they need to own it for themselves. This is your your future. You need to own it.
Anybody do anything for you? You got to do it for yourself. I mean, if it was a video game, you figure out how to play it. You figure out how to find the cheat code.
Exactly.
If it was a girl, you figure out, or a guy, you figure out how to talk to them or how to approach them. So it's the same thing with this. YouTube is your friend. YouTube and Google, you can find out a whole lot of stuff just by typing it in. And just type it in there and figure out, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? And it'll tell you. I'm like, how do we have access to so much information, yet we're the most uneducated we've ever been? So it's baffling to me. Well, I'm not, because I use it.
I use it too.
I use my phone to speak in Spanish. I use that Google app, and I say what I need to say, and I show it to them. Then they say what they need to say, and I read it. And okay, cool, I'm trying. And then I try to remember.
The educator in me, I'm gonna send you a better program so you're not doing it. I'm gonna send you a virtual interpreter because I don't need you to be sitting there. They might be telling you the wrong stuff.
No, it's a Google Translate.
Oh Lord.
I know Quanta Costa, Dove By. That's all I need to know. Where and how much. That's what I'm traveling. That's it.
Okay, you are hilarious. So before we get out of here, I always like people to leave us with a motivational quote, a saying, or something that you feel needs to be stressed in this athletic process. Because I know, just talking briefly with you today, you experience a lot in dealing with parents and athletes. So tell me one, before we get out of here, you can tell me 1, 2, or 3 best practices that you feel they should do so you can do your job effectively and secure the bag for that scholar.
All right. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is, no matter if you think you can or if you think you can't, you're right. It's a mindset. If you think you can't do it, you can't do it. If you think you can do it, you can do it. So you can't, you may not be able to do everything, but you can do everything you want to do. Like if you want to do something, you'll figure out a way to do it. But if you don't want to do it, you'll figure out a way not to do it. And the last thing is, when you spread your wealth, if you're a high school athlete and you're trying to get recruited, I would contact 5 Division I coaches, 5 Division II coaches, 5 Division III coaches, 5 NAIA coaches, and 5 JU coaches. That's 25 schools at the different levels, and just contact them and then send it out to them and get their feedback. Hey, look, I really want to be a part of the team, but can you evaluate my film and give me some feedback? Or, hey, can you look at my times and think, can I make your team? Can you look at my marks? And would I be a good fit for your team or something like that? So it's 25 schools. That's easy. Now, I, on the other hand, I got a software that I can send it out to 200 college coaches at one time, but I don't like doing that. I much prefer to text coaches and text the coaches that I know, but I can't. Especially with North Carolina, with me having a relationship with all the coaches, whether they're HBCUs or not. Like the Carolinas and the Dukes and the NC States and the ECUs and the App States and App State hit coach. I like App State coach, UNC Pembroke. So that's something I have to tell you right there. If you think you can, if you think you can't, you're right. You can do anything. You can't do everything, but you can do anything you want to do. And contact 25 schools and just keep contacting them 4 times a year. Do it a quarter. Do it in January, especially if you're a junior or a sophomore. Do it in January. Do it in March. Do it again in August, and then do it again in December or something like that. I can't remember what the quarters are. Do it every 3 months. 3, 6, 9, 12. There you go, 4 times. Awesome. And that's it. Or you can just contact me and I can do it for you for a small donation.
Hey, that either way is good. I mean, I would go through you for the small donation because that just seemed like that's too much work. And you just said you got a plug where you can send it out to
200. Yeah. Maybe 200. Yeah. 200, 300 coaches. I just hit the button. Well, I categorize it first. Like, all right, all Division II coaches. Boop. All Division III coaches. Boop. Oh, let's send this to D1, D2, and D3 coaches. Boop.
And that's needed because, like I said, a lot of parents are trying to do things on their own. And I get it. You want to own it and you want to do it yourself. Please, man, reach out to Coach G. Reach out to Coach G. Coach G is, the proof is in the pudding. Like, he knows what he's doing. He does travel and do various things for these young people. He interview them. He show up at state meets. Like, I went on his page and researched because I'm like, this man can't possibly be doing it, Yep. Wasn't and he was, and I was like, goodness, he is at a state track meet somewhere, and he's interviewing people on there. Yeah. So I think that's really good. I love the work that you do. Any way that we can support you here, if you need me to send you some kids, some recommendations, I got that. I have like 5 athletes on the top of my head right now whose parents would probably do better hearing it from you because just because I don't play sports don't mean I don't know what the requirements are. Right. I do.
Well, look, I got about 8 college coaches looking for distance runners. I got 4 coaches still looking for post players. And I got the soccer program. Matter of fact, I'll tell you because he needs some help. Tougaloo.
Oh,
track and field. Soccer, yes. They just started a soccer program, so he needs soccer players. I'm talking about every position.
And wow. If you're watching and you play soccer and interested in going to Alabama, Tougaloo, I think that's what Tougaloo is.
Is it Tougaloo? Is it Alabama or Tennessee? I know it's Tougaloo, and he hit me up like, "Hey man, you got any soccer kids?" I sent them 2, but that's all I had. So, yeah.
Wow. Just I do a newsletter every other week. As you get posts, you send it to me. I can post and share it out because right now our newsletter went up. We had 23,000, so we're moving up. I know you're like, dang
girl. So I do have a question because somebody reached out to me and it's like, hey, we can help build your following on Instagram. And I was like, I don't know if that's a good idea or not. But it was a video. He didn't send me a link. We actually had a video meeting. And he was a white guy, which granted, but I was like, I don't know if I don't know because I don't know. I've been at it 3 years and I'm stuck at 3,500.
I don't know. Most of my following base, honestly, is from the network that we're on, the Daily Gospel Network, and also from me sending out the newsletter, which is email. And some people, you have to come from a space of where you feel like people not watching, but they really are.
Okay.
Like they might not watch the first play, like Sunday. They might not watch it. I'm just using this as an example. But if you think of how many times it's replayed and somebody might be watching, they might be having a viewing party. And you might not know how many people are at the viewing party.
Yeah, it's right.
You never know. So keep shining. Like, I love what you do. Any way that we can support here, let us know.
Follow me, y'all. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me. Please, just click the follow.
Like, share, and follow him. That's the challenge for this week because he's doing amazing things with these young people, especially athletes, because they need that nurturing and they need to be somewhere where they're nurtured and not just as that.
Shameless plug. On Sunday nights at 7, we will be talking to I'm interviewing HBCU coaches on Instagram.
Love it.
So it's not nothing dealing with. Well, it might come up, but it's just trying to get to know the coach.
Well,
So,
just send me the link so we can share it out on our platform.
I
Send me
don't
the
know
link.
how.
Oh,
But I'll
Jesus.
send you the Instagram. But I don't know how to send the live link yet. So maybe you can educate me on how to do that. See, I'm learning, but
I
I'm
can't
trying to
wait.
get in that young people space. But I will send you the Instagram link to where the live is going to be. But I think it'd be 6:00 y'all time. So
Okay, and then they'll probably be able to get like the replays as well.
yeah,
Because this next class that I have, because this year is already done for me. Like this year, I'm like, look, all we got to do is get y'all to college right now. You already got everything to go, but now you need to show up on the campus. That's what the stage we at right now.
how about this? I'm gonna do it this way. For the first 20 people to like and follow me, send me a message. Say, hey, I saw the on what's the name of your show?
A better chance.
Better Chance. So I saw you on Better Chance. First 20, I'll put y'all on a raffle, and I'm gonna do a live raffle, and then I'm gonna pull it out. 3 people's gonna get a family over everything t-shirt.
I should get one free.
I'll send you one for free. You want one as long as you wear it.
I wear it on the broadcast. I even wear it when we go in the community. They're like, "What is that?" I'm like, "This is my friend."
Go to the website.
Strangers. This is my friend, and you play sports. Y'all need to look them up.
Go to the website, my website, and look up shop and click on shop and see which one you like and tell me.
I bet you I will.
And I got you.
So we, it's like always, it's never a dull moment here. I hate that, time is up, 30 minutes, go by fast. But I hope you enjoyed today's show and got some valuable information because I learned a lot. Like, I didn't know you needed an ID number.
Yep.
Take that, because I'm going to tell somebody that think they big and bad in sports. Do you have an ID number? If not, my friend's not talking.
He's like, what's that? You can't play in college without it. I mean, you may be able to play NAIA or D3, but if you want to go D1, D2, you need that number.
Okay, and that's gonna be my big flex for the week. Anybody that talk trash about playing sports, I'm gonna ask if they have that number.
And there's a cost to it, but I know how to get it for free.
Well, that just canceled out. No, I'm just playing.
NCAA, they gangsters, man, but I know a way around it.
See, y'all better get with the plug. You play sports, you a junior, you better get out of it. Now, you do men and women, right? Or just men? Okay, men and women.
I do men and women and they.
Okay.
The, he, him, them. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Hey, God said love them all.
But I mess up the pronouns.
Hate the sin, not the sinner. I ain't gonna get in there, but I'm loving everybody. I
love everybody, but they get mad at me because I will mess up the pronoun in a heartbeat. Not intentional, but
you better let me know what you are before we start. I'm a he, by the way. I'm he.
I can't with you. Well, I mean, I grew up with that's a boy, that's a girl. I'm a girl. Hey. So no disrespect to anybody. It is your choice.
Yep.
I love everybody. So, but don't get mad at me if I say it wrong.
Yeah, like, oh, he said I'm a she. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They
don't be in your feelings with me because 9 times out of 10, I probably forgot what you said you would. So, see, you play too much. Well, it's been fun, but we definitely got to run. Now, don't forget that the HBCU send-off is June 29th.
June 29th. And you want me in the building. Do I got to pay anything?
No, you ain't got to pay. Just bring some. You got to donate, buy something off the Amazon list. Find the cheapest thing and buy it. You'll be okay.
I'm going to see what's on there I like first. Can I put my own thing on Amazon and buy it for myself?
No. You got to buy it for the kids. Oh, my Jesus.
Oh, buy something for the kids.
Yeah, It's an Amazon gift registry, and it's strictly things that we buy every year. But this year
it's not for a certain kid, is it? It's just okay.
It's for any kid. So like we have the boxes that we use to put their stuff in. We have laptop. We have cleaning supplies. It's anything that they would need for that first semester.
All right.
Folders, pencils, pens, computers,
So you can bring a bunch of Kleenex.
Kleenex, toilet paper, yeah, Lysol.
Plan Bs. Okay.
No. So you cutting up. See, we gotta go. He just can't act.
Do that in there. That's the seed you're gonna say. Lord, forgive me. I'm sorry.
I can't. See, you never know what come out of my guest's mouth, but I love everybody to come on here because it's never a dull moment. So don't forget to support the HBCU send off. I don't have all the dates, but we do have one happening in Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Dayton, Ohio, and of course, San Antonio. So it's been fun. Thank you so much for giving me your time and your knowledge about sports. I learned something new today. I'm checking people on their numbers. So thank you again. And
no problem. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Until next week. See y'all later.
For inspiration, motivation, and the good news of Jesus Christ. Look no further. The Daily Gospel Network has what you need. With more than 300 ministries from all over the country broadcasting every week, you're sure to get your dose of spirit-filled encouragement from the great programs on the Daily Gospel Network. Catch the Daily Gospel Network on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, all mobile devices, and the internet.
Tune in to A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network, the television show dedicated to highlighting incredible students on their quest to change the world. Join us every week as we uplift the youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. Catch A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network. Thanks for watching A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host Monique Robinson, the television show where we highlight incredible students in their quest to change the world. Join us each and every week as we uplift our youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. So until next time, God bless, from your friends on A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host Monique Robinson.